ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shit.
This movie's gonna suck. This movie's gonna suck. This movie's gonna suck. Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Select review on the Marvel Select Captain America, aka Bucky Cap. I picked this guy up basically because I had store credit at my local comic book store and I wanted to get something, and I was like, well, why not give this guy a shot? And I'm kind of sorry I did. Don't really like this figure so much. As far as the Marvel Selects go, you know, they don't really have a whole lot of articulation, but this guy's articulation, especially in the legs, kind of bothers me, and I've just never been too much of a fan of the Bucky Cap costume. I just really don't like how he's got all this black underneath right here. It's just kind of bland. I mean, I don't know, if they changed it up and given him, I guess, like different colored boots or done something and added some kind of variety, but it's kind of, you know, I don't know. I just don't like how it's just all one solid color like that. But, you know, other than that, I mean, it's, you know, the paint apps are fine as a figure. Like, the design of the figure doesn't really have anything to do with the people that made it, but, you know, he has a glossier kind of paint for the boots. I like that. And then his pants and his crotch and his arms, and I guess in his ribs, are all a flatter color. And on the belt, it goes back to the shinier kind of color, light. So you can see that it's a shinier material for the belt. And he comes with parts that attach to it, even though some of them came off that I don't think are supposed to fall off, so that's a little difficult. I'll get more into that later. But I like how the blue and red and white is all shiny, so that's very accurate. I don't know how much I really like the sculpt of his face. It seems kind of long to me, right? That's like a really long head. Yeah, and that chin, wow. It's like Bruce Campbell almost chin. And for you Army of Darkness fans, you guys rule. Even though Evil Dead 2 is my favorite, but you know, I like how it looks. And he looks sad. Look at his eyes. That is a sad Captain America. And, you know, well, I guess he should be, because, spoiler alert, he is dead. He recently passed away in the comics. And if you want to check out Big Kid's Big... So here's his shield, which is pretty cool. And it just has one clip right there. Some of them have two loops. Well, like the Marvel Legends have two loops, but this is just, you know, just clips on like that. Well, it's loose on the upper part of the wrist, so you kind of have to clip it onto the glove. You got to mess with it. It's actually, okay, there it goes. So it'll stay, it'll work. And here's his handgun that is removable. Yeah, so you can take that out right there. This is pretty cool. Neat looking pistol. Good sculpt. It doesn't fit into the gun holster though, so that's a little weak. I like how they do have shiny silver buttons going throughout on the pouches and stuff. I always love that kind of detail. And it looks like he has a pretty big knife, so I like the color variations here. Really good sculpt on it too. That's neat. I like that. The knife doesn't come out though, and you can see it's got this little hole right here, so it's supposed to attach to the side. I'm thinking about, you know, just super gluing this on, because it does come off as soon as you rotate or try to move it around a little. Well, it's not happening now, of course. Here's his canteen. Some good detail on the canteen, so I like that. Even has a cap on there. If you shake it, it doesn't make any sound, so it's a full canteen. Never carry around a half empty or half full canteen. I just saw Hamburger Hill. It's an awesome movie. For the first time, I just saw that movie. For the articulation, his head moves up pretty well, so that's nice. And it moves down, moves side to side, so that's pretty cool. He has these shoulder joints that move forward and out. Oh, I like how the star is actually sculpted right there on the side. So that's pretty cool. He has no bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, and his wrist moves side to side. Same thing on both sides. He has waist articulation. And the leg joints, man, this is kind of a pain in the butt. I don't really like this so much, but it's like, you can't move it forward. Does this weird kicking out thing. It moves sideways just fine, so you can make him do the splits, but, you know, if you want it to move forward, and there's no thigh swivel, so you can't rotate this to, you know, get him really running. That's pretty frustrating. He has single jointed knees, and no ankle twist or anything, but he does have ankle that moves up and down. So that's okay. So it's the legs. I just wish they added just one more piece of articulation somewhere, like maybe if you can move the ankle side to side, mostly the upper thigh. But it's a Select. You're not supposed to really expect too much from Marvel Selects when it comes to articulation. So I say that in all my Marvel Select reviews. It's just one day I wish they would give him full-on articulation. And there's a size comparison with him with the face-off Marvel Legends Captain America. So totally out of scale from each other. So there. You gotta take a dump. Okay. So there he is compared with the other. Okay. Shut up! God. Okay, so there he is compared with Marvel Select Hulk and the Marvel Select Modern Thor. So he works out well in scale. He's shorter than Thor and much shorter than that Hulk right there. And he comes with this base right here, which is actually really cool for a Spider-Man display. This would be really, you know, one of the first things I did when I got this was I put Spidey on top of it, hunching over. I thought that looked really cool. So it's got pegs sticking up right there. And I really like this gunmetal kind of color they use. It's very nice. It's got, yeah, gunmetal. I guess it's a good way to describe it. It's not black. It's this grayish color. And it's very shiny. Very well sculpted. Very hollow. So I think that's pretty cool. So, yep, that's my review on the Marvel Select Bucky cap. Hope you guys dig it. And I gotta say, I do not really recommend this figure unless you're a huge Bucky fan. And that's about it. Alright, catch you guys later. Peace.